Now I'm going to start the engine compartment part of the test. First thing I'll do is I'll check my cab marker lights. They're the proper color amber, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing, and they are working properly. I'll check my fender marker lights. They're not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing. They're proper color amber and they're working properly. Check my turning signals. They're the proper color amber, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing, and they're working properly, mounted securely to the truck. Check my headlights. They're mounted securely to the truck. They're not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing. Proper color clear. Now I'm going to open my hood. I would also check the posture of the truck to make sure it's not leaning left or right. And I would check underneath the truck in 3 places to make sure there's no leaks or puddles, front, middle, and back. On this side of the truck, I'm going to check my belt-driven alternator. It's mounted to the truck securely. It's not bent, broken, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. Alternator cable, it's no cuts or frays, it has a good connection. Check my belt-driven water pump. It's mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged. It has no missing nuts or bolts. It's not leaking. Next, I would check all my hoses on this side to make sure there's no leaks, cracks, or wear. And make sure I'll have a good connection, mounted securely to the truck. I check all my cables, make sure there are no cuts or frays, and I'll have a good connection. Now I'm going to check my coolant reservoir. It's mounted to the truck securely. It's not bent, broken, or damaged. It's not missing any nuts or bolts. It's not leaking. It has proper fluid level, and the cap is secure and in place. I'm going to check my gear-driven air compressor. It's mounted to the truck securely. Not bent, broken, or damaged. Not missing any nuts or bolts. Not leaking. I check my gear-driven steering pump. It's mounted to the truck securely. Not bent, broken, or damaged. Not leaking. Not missing any nuts or bolts. Now I'm going to do my steering linkage. My steering shaft is mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged. It's properly lubricated. U-joints are tight, not missing any nuts or bolts. I'll check my gearbox. It's mounted to the truck securely. It's not bent, broken, or damaged, and it's not leaking. It's not missing any nuts or bolts. No excessive rust. My power steering fluid. It's mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged. There are no leaks, and it has proper fluid level. Check my pitman arm. It's mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. Castle nut and Carter keys in place. My drag link is mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged. It's mounted to the truck securely. Castle nut and Carter keys in place. Check my steer arm. It's mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged. Castle nut and Carter key is also in place. I check my tie rod. It's mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged, and it has the castle nut and Carter key in place. Now I'm going to check my mounts and hangers for my suspension. They're not bent, broken, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts. The rubber bushing is in place. My leaf springs are not cracked, damaged, broken, or shifted. I've checked my U-bolts. They're mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged, and the nuts are in place. My shocks are mounted to the truck securely. Shock absorber mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts, and they're not leaking. Check my front axle. It's mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged, not missing, no excessive rust, no illegal welds. Now I would check my brake hose. It's mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged, not missing any nuts or bolts, or has no leaks, cracks, or wear, mounted to the truck securely. My ABS wire is mounted to the truck securely, has no cuts or frays, and has a good connection. Brake chamber mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged. The ring is in place. There are no leaks. It's not missing any nuts or bolts. Slack adjuster and push rod. It's mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged, and no more than an inch of play with the brakes released. My brake linings are mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged, not worn dangerously thin, has no grease, oil, or debris on it. Check my inner and outer brake drums. They're mounted to the truck securely, not bent, broken, or damaged, no illegal welds, no excessive rust. I'll check my tread on my tire. It's no less than 4/32 tread depth. And my inner and outer sidewalls have no cuts, gouges, or bulges. Have a good bead around the rim. There's no leaks. I'll check my rim. It's not bent, broken, or damaged. Has no illegal welds, no excessive rust. My lug nuts mounted to the truck securely, not missing, not cracked, broken, or damaged, and they're all tight. There's no shiny threads that would indicate looseness, no divots, and no rust trails. I'll check my inner and outer hub seals to make sure they're not bent, broken, or damaged, not leaking, and they have the proper fluid level. And if I needed it, I'd add it here. I'm going to check my valve stem to make sure it's not bent, broken, or damaged, mounted to the truck securely. And if I needed air, I would add it here up to 120 psi. And that is the engine compartment.